teenage boy, they keep cussing him out and telling him to off and all that. So I'm thinking maybe he's being a bit rude, you know, like teenagers can be and all that. But the way they cussed him out, I swear it was going on for a good like hour or something. I swear this stuff this stuff disturbs you after a while, you get what I'm saying? I have this theory, which is that when you say you want something, the universe, and I always had this theory, but I never used to say the universe, I used to say God. When you say you want something, you proclaim, this is what I want. God will say, do you really want that? Okay, I'll see if you really want that. But if there's a job that I was going for, some meeting I need to get to, he'll make it so that instead of me just getting to the bus stop and being able to wait nice for the bus to come, I see the bus there, knowing that if I don't run for it, it's going to go, and then I'm going to be late for my meeting or my job interview or whatever. Get on it, and it feels like a communion with God at that point, where he's saying, oh, so you do want it then? Okay, fair enough. As soon as you proclaim that this is what I want, then straight away God or the universe will say, how much do you want it? If I make things a little harder for you, will you just give up? Or will you keep going? You get what I'm saying? Because the only way you will know the sweetness of that success, of that victory, is if you keep going and push on ahead, regardless of the noise. Mind-numbing noise. This goes on for hours. Whether it's this, or it's people getting into their arguments, telling people to you know, just repeatedly, you know, it's like somebody on loop, like a machine, like you press the button and off, you, off, you, off, you, off. You can even make a beat out of it. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start recording it. I tried to record them yesterday and I did get a little bit. Because what I'm thinking, you play someone's noise back to them, kind of thing. Like I would engineer it into a track, put it over a beat or something. So, off, you, off, you, off. You know what I mean? So the next time when they start arguing, I will just try and put a speaker by the window, like where they are, and just blast that tune. And maybe it might break up the argument, you know what I mean? Because they'll hear it, they'll be like, at first they won't understand it, they'll just think it's a tune playing, and then they'll be like, wait a minute, isn't that my voice? Isn't that Mama's voice? And then it might make them stop, because they're like, gonna put things in a different perspective. I'm not fronting with you. The whole message, this noise is going on, and I'm sure it will go on for another hour. Because the thing is, like where I used to live, when they came and they did all this leaf cleaning or whatever they're doing, they would do it once and they'd be done with it. But because it's such a big estate now, they'll do it around this side first, then they'll go around the other side and do that side, and then they'll go around the other side and do the other side, and then they'll go around and do the other side. And it just so happens that every side that they go around and do is surrounding me. So I'll hear them wherever the they are. That's why sometimes I'm just like, let me go and get a coffee and come back. You get what I'm saying? Some of the things that's been going down recently, if I told you, man, it's like, the best thing you can do is just laugh. Otherwise it will stress you out, it will break you down, give you illness and all kinds of shit. And it's just not worth it, because we're only here once. Well, as far as we know, we may come back again and again and again, but it's the same difference. You may as well only live once, because when you come back, you don't remember your last lifetime. You know, it's not like you're growing up and you think, oh yeah, I remember in my last lifetime I used to like this drink. I mean, some people are a bit like that, but most of us really can't just sit there and be like, just with crystal clarity, like the way you can remember something from your childhood, remember your last lifetime. So even if we do live forever, and we keep coming back again and again, the soul lives forever and all that, in terms of our memory dies when we die. So from that point of view, we only live once. We only live this incarnation once. We only maintain this memory once. And if we're ever going to fish this memory back again in another lifetime, it's going to be in a vague kind of way where you get little snapshots where you're not totally sure. So basically, yeah, let's just make the best of it, man, because we're only here for a limited amount of time. regardless of all these obstacles that God's always throwing in our way, there's things that we need to get done. Because as soon as we get them done, it's like you open a door. It's like one of the video games, you know, where you have to reach a certain place and collect a certain item before another door is open to you. Like until you go into that place, find it and collect that item, until you go there, this other door will never open for you, and you'll just stay on that level kind of thing. That's what it's like, especially with creativity and life in general. I think that's what it's like, and that's why people who become stagnant in some way don't want to move on in life, or they don't want to, they kind of get stuck where they are. It's kind of such a tragedy, because the very thing they need to do to break out of that stagnation, they're not willing to do it because they're in stagnation. You know what I'm saying? But it is like that computer game where when you reach that point and you find that item, you find that gold ring or whatever, then this door opens up. And I didn't even know the door was there. And then you go through the door, and then it's like, whoa, another world of possibilities. And then you've got to do the whole thing over again. This is the cosmic joke. God has got a great sense of humor.